Moses is saying to God, I can't, I got to get you to understand this. These people are going to think that all the experiences I'm telling them that I'm having with you, that justify me coming before them, that makes me coming before them make sense, they will not believe. They will default to mundane physicalities. They're going to want to go over my resume. Okay, remember when you were in the kingdom and you ran Balaam, our high priest, out of here? You ran him out of here. Did you do that because you wanted to be high priest? They're going to try to make it make sense by way of mere physicalities. Okay, were you vying for Balaam's job? Is that why you waged war with Balaam? Okay, and then after you waged war with Balaam, you unalived an Egyptian. Why did you do that? Are you trying to wage war with us? And then after you unalive the Egyptian, you run to Egypt. You run to Cush, the kingdom in which Balaam ran to. Were you chasing Balaam? Were you trying to unalive Balaam because you were jealous of Balaam? All these things are what people do to try to make sense of your presence. They'll dwindle it down to mere physicalities. They never cross-reference it to anything spiritual. And Moses is knowing this. And this is why he tells God, they're not going to believe me. They're not going to listen to me. And they're going to tell me I'm lying. They're going to say I'm making it all up. And God said, what is that in thine hand? And Moses said, a rod. God says, okay, I can understand that. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to dwindle it down to a physical situation. They're not going to equate my power to you because they don't believe in me. They need to see a physical manifestation in order for them to believe. So guess what? We're going to give them a physical manifestation. And he said, cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent, and Moses fled from before it. He's afraid of what he sees. Moses is a high priest. He's a man of spirit. He's gone toe to toe with the high priest of Egypt. So you know he's seen this hat, y'all. I gotta adjust it. It's getting on my nerves. So Moses has gone toe to toe with the high priest of Egypt. He's seen all kinds of things in spirit. And you mean to tell me when he cast this rod down that this rod became a serpent and it was so strange that it scared Moses and he ran? This is the same serpent that comes and eats up all of the other serpents of Pharaoh's kingdom. It had to be a huge serpent. We're looking at this thing like it was a small little, it had to be monstrous. That's what would make it so weird and strange. It had to be something that was a total anomaly. Going from a slender rod, a cane, to a huge, monstrous serpent. And the Lord said unto Moses, put forth thine hand, and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. He is able to create a thing, and he is able to make it go back to its original state. This is control. This is like what Solomon was doing when he was able to conjure up these demons and control them. by countering the demon that leads them with it. See, most people think, oh, when they get all these books, they do all this stuff, I'm going to conjure this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. You conjuring all of these spirits up to do your will, your wickedness. I hope you know how to control them, friend. I hope you do. God is showing this with Moses and this rod. God is showing true spiritual prowess is to be able to create change in this world and to control its manifestation, to limit its interaction in the realm. Not just create it and have it do as it wishes once you create it and now it's rogue and it will attack you, but to create it and call it forward, but then to bind it to your will and then even to impose your will upon it and make it go back to its original state as if it never happened. Most people know how to bring things forward. Call them up. That's easy. Friend, there's a ton of spirits all vying to be called up. That's like the best thing ever to a disembodied spirit. But when you call it up, friend, you better know what to do with it. And you better know how to put it back. Because if you don't, it's going to come for you. There are laws in the spiritual realm. And the laws are that if the spirit cannot align to you, it will find a host that it can align to. And in order to align to it, it must meet you at some sort of significant pathway that it can interact with you at, some vibratory frequency. It's got to be able to align. It's got to be able to find a way in. That means that your vibration must be low enough to meet it at its level. And most times, these spirits come forward and they don't have a host that they can align to because nobody's at that level. So they're just wandering and now they're awoken and they're angry because they can't go back to rest and they can't go into a home to find rest. So who do they find a home with? Your low vibrational self. They'll find one right with you. Thus, everything you do is for you. Everything you do is for you.